Listen, one day you're going to die, and in a modern world this truth can be therapeutic because it allows you to focus on one really important truth, which is that your time and how you choose to spend it is the only influence you have on this world.
Now, I didn't say that. That's a quote from Stephen Bartlett, but it's a fucking good quote. And that's what this video is about. Mastering the art of not giving a fuck. You see, 3 years ago, I graduated from university. By all standards, I was at the top of the game for my age group. I had a framed certificate with my name stamped in fucking gold, proving to the world that I had a master's degree in physics, but I didn't give a fuck. You see, there comes a point in every man's life where he wakes up one morning and decides he is done with normal life and answering to other people. And that, my friends, is where my adventure truly began. But as with all great stories, shit rarely works out quite how you expect it. You see, life is a delicately balanced cocktail of sun, rain, happiness, money, plenty of failure, and literally everything in between. And most of the time, you don't get to pick your cocktail. But if you're lucky, you might be able to choose the glass you drink it from. So despite how hard the woke agenda tries to convince you that everyone loves you for you, in my experience, the world doesn't give a fuck. So why should you? It's official, I've moved into a multi-million-dollar penthouse apartment at the age of 26. Well, welcome to episode 1 of Matt's Postcards. Today seemed like a fitting day to do it because I've just moved into basically what is a penthouse apartment. So this is a pivotal point in my life and I'm super proud of it. I think it's a really cool apartment and I thought today would be a good time to start this series. And I thought a good fun idea would be starting off this season with how much I've made today so far. So I'll put a screenshot on the screen in a second, but so far it's about 3:30 in the afternoon. I've made $3,700 or £2,786 to be precise. So there's the screenshot for proof. So it's been a pretty good day so far. Hopefully we can finish off with a little bit more coming in throughout the rest of the day, but I'll keep you guys posted. So there's a few small things to note about this apartment. It is on the 12th floor, and if you're not good with heights, standing on that balcony is fucking terrifying. It's all glass paneled. I'll do a flat tour if you guys want it. Just let me know in the comments at some point. But it's glass paneled, and you can see all the way down to the concrete below, which is about 4 miles below you, which is terrifying. But other than that, the view at night is insane. So I'm in the process of building and launching a new business. It's a really exciting project. I don't want to say too much about what it's going to be about until we get things finalized, but it's going to be me with a mate and it's going to be a podcast. With that being said, let me do a quick tour on the new podcast studio / office and one of the main reasons why I moved into this new apartment. So let's do it. So this is a really quick bird's eye view of what we're working with. However, this flat has some really fancy wallpaper in it. Now this is fabric wallpaper, which means I can't stick anything to it because this probably costs an absolute fortune. If you can see, it's basically woven in. So can you guys let me know in the comments if this looks fucking ridiculous on camera, whether or not you think podcast facing this way looks better, or the podcast studio facing this way up against a dark blue wall looks better. Now the only reason why I'm not thinking about doing it facing this way is because the door takes up like a percentage of the wall and then there's the window. So we literally only have that space there to put all 3 of us. Whereas if we look the other way around, we have a lot more space. We've got all the way along this wall and then we have a bit more space along until we get to the door. So it's a bit more spacious to fit us all in. Downside obviously is having this in the background. So can you guys let me know if that looks fucking ridiculous on camera or not? Now, because I've just moved into this new flat, I have boxes everywhere with just a bunch of stuff. So let's make myself some lunch.
A nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leads. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm sewing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? Huh, I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow! Why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place. Play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket. Rob him while his friends watching. And hoes clocking. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew.
So at the moment, the way that the business is operating, I don't actually have to do that much work throughout the day. Most of my workload is really just posting a couple of videos a day on my personal brand on TikTok, doing TikTok shop, so filming product videos. I've not filmed anything today. And then also trying to promote my coaching program through organically through my content, and then my workload is really heavy on like Mondays, Tuesdays and Wednesdays. It's a Friday today, and Thursdays, Fridays and a whole weekend is basically no work really needed, so which is a really fortunate position for me to be in. So today I'm just sat in front of the TV, and I watched part of this the day after tomorrow the other day when I was on the plane flying back from Turkey, so I'm just finishing watching this now. And then in about half an hour, 20 minutes, I'm gonna head back up to my other flat. I'm gonna go meet a bunch of friends, we're gonna go out for a drink and enjoy the last of the sun that we seem to be getting in the UK at the moment.
What you want, have what you want, be what you want. I was ashamed, my crew was lame. I had enough heart for most of them, long as I got stuff for most of them.
Okay, so I'm off, gonna go and see some friends, go out for a drink, and just generally just try and relax and enjoy the rest of the day. One of my favourite things about being where I am now in this new apartment is I'm on the top floor, so not only is the view insane, but being around all these other high rises and cool stuff is sick. When you're in London, I truly believe there is not a better mode of transport than Lime bikes.
Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Nina. From gym class to in-glass, passed off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading.
Bosh. Let's do a cheers on camera. I'm filming a vlog. Day in the life of afternoon in the life of a business owner in London. I had a stroke of infinite genius, yeah. And there's a quote from Stephen Bartlett's Diary of a CEO that I really liked. So I've taken Stephen Bartlett's quote, which is basically along the lines of like, one day you're going to die. So the subtle art of not giving a fuck. And I wanted an idea for this video, and the theme of the video is basically like just not giving a fuck. Alright, so it ended up staying out a lot later than I thought I would. So tonight's lovely dinner is going to be macaroni and cheese ready meal with some garlic bread. So got that in the oven now, I'm going to have that to quickly eat. But let me just show you the view that we are dealing with right now in this flat, because the view is insane. Now, I've just had coming back to this flat is such a surreal experience, because for me, you know, I always used to, whenever I wanted to start making money online, it was always like, I want to have big apartment, central London, view over the city skyline. And now this is what I come back to at the end of every single day. Just an unbelievable view. When I first thought about starting these little postcards into my daily life and what I kind of get up to, I wanted to not only show the realism behind what it is like running a business. Like some days I genuinely wake up every single morning and I wonder why the fuck I'm making these decisions and doing these things, because for me, like, businesses, you have the highs of the high. Like, you sit with a view like this behind me, like these, you get days like this where you move into a flat where you've dreamed of living somewhere like this since you were like a little boy. Those are the highs. But then the lows, the low are crushing, soul destroying, endless weeks of failure, and those really make you question why you're doing things. If you truly want to do something, you have to surround yourself with people that have an undying belief that you could achieve that thing. And if they don't believe it, and if they mock you for it, and they take the mick out of you, you've got to make a decision on whether or not those people truly are the kind of people that you want to hang around with. If you truly want to see some level of success, you have to really understand that the world is a fucking cruel, violent place to live in, and it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter where you're from. Truly, and find out what is your why are you doing something, what is your motivation for trying to succeed and stuff, and put that first. And for a lot of people, and I know for me, the why you do something is not necessarily a factor that pulls you towards something, but more often than not, it's something that pushes you away from something else. So for me, the why I do this is to prove every single person that's ever doubted me wrong. People that, like, I had a school teacher at one point that said that I'm going to end up in prison and probably a drug addict because of how I answered one of her stupid PSHE questions. And I do this from a really selfish standpoint to be like, fuck you, I'm better than you thought I was. And like, it doesn't matter what your motivation is to do something. The why you choose to do something Doesn't matter. In fact, don't tell people why you're doing something. Like, why fucking not do it? So you just have to truly believe in yourself, because at the end of the day, no one else is. And if you have someone that's truly believing in you, that stands by you, that believes in you more or the same as you do, never fucking let that person go. Stick with them forever, whether it's your mum, your dad, whoever it is, doesn't matter. So my closing remark for this video is, if you truly want to succeed at anything, no one else will believe in you, so the worst you can do is believe in yourself.